Hey everyone, my name is Rahul and I'm excited to share with you some valuable insights on the bookkeeping module. Whether you are a business owner, an aspiring accountant, or simply interested in the world of finance, this video is for you. Bookkeeping is an essential part of any organization, and understanding how to effectively manage it can have a huge impact on your business's success. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the world of bookkeeping together. Before I start the demo, I would like to share the vision of Nomi with you. Nomi is all about the power of integration and automation of compliance and practice management and making compliance business for accountants super profitable. No credible solution bridges the long standing gap between client facing front office bookkeeping and payroll packages and back office packages used by accountancy practitioners for final accounts, tax, and practice management apart from Nomi. The compliance profitability is restored and it enables potential cost benefits through a single platform, replacing multiple disparate packages. This is our ethos of Nomi. In general, most accountants want to save time and money and remove hassles and want software that can help them run efficiently, and this is exactly what Nomi does. Nomi is a fully integrated cloud-based suite and offers everything in one place, such as bookkeeping, final accounts, corporation tax, payroll, CIS, self-assessment, personal tax return, partnership tax return, practice management, document management, company secretarial, task management, lead management, letter of engagements, onboarding, which includes KYC, 64/8, agent authorization request, professional clearance, compliance sync, and the beauty is it's all interconnected and linked, which means if you sign a new client and they take the payroll, final accounts, bookkeeping, or self assessment services, then all the files are created in compliance module without you even need to individually create them one by one. And this means saving tons of time. Onboarding in Nomi is a breeze. I will now show you our bookkeeping module, which is well integrated with final accounts, CIS, self-assessment, and the payroll module, and its underlying features such as NomiPay, Dext integration, OCR, that is the scan receipt, auto billing, and many more, which then helps you automate the accountancy business. We have a dedicated dashboard for bookkeeping or the VAT work management where you can manage the work pool and tasks on VAT within the team. We have designed a mobile app as well for your clients through which they can raise invoices, scan receipts, and add customers. So this is the mobile app we have that is called Nomi Accounting, and your clients can download from the Google Play or the App Store. The Nomi bookkeeping is designed to help clients manage their bookkeeping if they want. They can raise invoices here, as you can see, through the mobile app. They can submit the receipts, they can connect to the bank account, they can chase money and collect via Nomi Pay, which is our own payment wallet. And truly, they can manage purchase and sales and like all these collections very easily. They can additionally submit all their expenses via reimbursement as well to keep records clean. And this way, the life of an accountant can be super easy to manage the accounts of clients. So this is all about the mobile app. Now we'll move back on the Nomi software where we have various dashboards on the VAT. So the VAT dashboard gives you a quick overview of the VAT returns, and you can get the status by looking at the VAT dashboard, such as overdue, filed, or failed. Anything getting due in the next 30 days and the total number of VAT clients you deal with. Then you can also check the status of the VAT returns based on work status and due by the person. Remember, this is not a practice management or automated reminders to your clients, but you can set up email templates based on status and remind the clients in bulk via emails. Next is the task list. So on the task list, you can quickly check what deadlines are associated with a team member or a client or a company or a work status, etc., using the filter options. And this also allows you to open the bookkeeping record or the VAT return that is due. You can also leave any notes if you want to on the screen. And then we have the Workpool. So as I click on Workpool, we can see on the screen that it shows the start and end date of the VAT period and their respective deadlines. On this page, You can assign various clients to different team members who are then responsible for looking after the VAT filing of their respective clients. It also shows the current work status of the VAT, and similarly to the task list, it allows you to open the records, VAT period, and leave notes. Now, let me take you to the bookkeeping dashboard of a limited company. And for this, we will navigate to clients and search for a company named Nomi. So I'll click on clients. And as we click on search, we are on the screen where we have to just click on the dashboard for bookkeeping. So the bookkeeping service is there. I'll click on the name, and this redirects us to the bookkeeping dashboard. So we had 4 active services for this client, that is bookkeeping, final accounts, payroll, and CIS. And now this is the bookkeeping dashboard. The bookkeeping dashboard shows you a piece of brief information on unreconciled bank transactions, pending receipts, which are scanned through the mobile app. It also shows the unallocated sales and purchases. It shows the total sales figures along with a line graph for a particular accounting period. And if you point your mouse, then it shows the sales for every month. Similarly, data related to banking, deadlines, and reports can also be viewed from the dashboard. To view the advanced dashboard, you can click on the advanced label on the top right corner of the screen. So as we click on the advanced dashboard, then it briefs you on the information on like every section, and it also allows you to navigate to the key information. So you can check all the information related to sales, purchase, reports, reimbursement, dividends, bank, like that. Now let's move to the sales dashboard. So as you'll click on sales, it shows you all the invoices you've generated. You can also search for a specific invoice by amount or customer name. It gives you a quick snapshot of paid and unpaid invoices here. To add the invoice, you will have to click on the plus new label in the top right corner. So let's click on this new invoice. Now on this screen, you can create an invoice by clicking on new invoice, like as we did, and this takes on us. This takes us to this window where we have to choose the relevant customer, date of invoice, credit period, all that. Credit period we can set by default on the settings side, so that also we can do. And once we set up the invoice, we have to just click on save, and we can also get the money through Nomi Pay. If we have set up the direct debit, then the money is collected automatically from the bank account of the customer. So that is also there, and if it is enabled, then we have a pay now label on the invoice. The customer can click on the pay now label, then they are redirected to a web page where they can enter their debit card or credit card details, or they can also make the payment through the internet banking. Now, once we create the invoice, once we input all the information here, and we save this invoice, then we can see that the invoice gets listed on this screen, and the transaction is also posted, the double entry here, as we can see. And apart from this, we also have the preview option where we can check how the invoice looks like. So this is how an invoice would appear. Apart from creating the invoice, you also get a few other options such as a new repeat invoice. In the repeat invoice, it's nothing but it's an auto billing which helps you set up recurring invoices. Then the software generates these invoices on your behalf, and if you activate the Nomi Pay, then the software also collects the payments and marks the invoices as paid. This means that you don't have to chase the customers, and all the money is collected and deposited by the software in the Nomi Pay wallet. You can later transfer the money to a bank account. It also frees you from the hassle of bank reconciliation. Next is the batch entry. So batch entry is something where you can enter 4 5 invoices in a single go, and after that we have the credit note. So credit note is something like if we have a sales return, then we can issue a credit note against that invoice. We can add a customer manually, and we can also import the customers in bulk. We can record a VAT in only invoice. VAT only invoice is nothing but let's say we're looking to record just the output VAT and nothing else, so we can do it through the VAT only invoice. Then we have the quote. So in the quote also we can like create a quote from here, and send it to the customer. If they're happy with that, we can convert that quote into an invoice. We have departments. So if there are departments such as accounts, HR, logistics, you can create these departments and allocate the invoices to these departments. Later on, you can run a department wise profit and loss report. Same is the case with jobs. And then we have the email. So this is a mass email feature or a bulk email feature, which allows you to send the invoices in bulk to different customers. So that also you can do. Next is the view option. So under the view option, we have repeat invoice. So this repeat invoice shows all the invoices you have set up and whether they are active or inactive. So all this will be on this screen. Next is the customer list. So customer list will show you all the customers you've set up. You can import the customers in bulk here. Quotes list is there. So under quotes list, you can uh, see all the quotes that you have created. And taking sheet is a very good feature which helps you or your clients to record the sales in I mean cash taking or card taking on a daily basis, and later on they can run a weekly report. Ledger reconciliation. So ledger reconciliation is something you can do the bank reconciliation from here itself. And after that, we'll move next to the products. So on the products, what we have to do, we have to first enable the products under the settings option in the bookkeeping. In case your customers are willing to keep a track of the stocks, so you can enable the product section. And here you will have to first click on this new label, and on the top right corner of the screen you will have to add the products and services. Once you add them, they are then listed on this dashboard. You can increase the stock of the products by clicking on increase stock, and this allows you to post a purchase invoice. After carrying out all the above actions, like you can also raise a sales invoice for that product, and it will show you the quantity, average cost, total cost, unit price, everything there by default. Now we have the expenditure module that is on the next one after the products. So in the expenditure, we can again find, uh, looking at the dashboard, paid and unpaid invoices quickly, and it's in the date order usually, but you can also filter it using some other options as well. The expenditure dashboard also allows you to create all the purchase bills. So what you have to do, you have to just click on this new and then click on supplier bill. So as you will click on the supplier bill, you can create a supplier bill from here. And if you're looking to add any asset, then also you can add the asset through the supplier bill. And in if you want to import the bills in bulk, let's say the purchase invoices, or if you're looking to import the sales invoices also, then on the sales dashboard you can use a template file, a CSV file, and there also you can import them in bulk. So the bulk import option is also there. Now apart from creating a supplier bill, you can also create a new subcontractor bill. New supplier bill batch is there. Then we have uh, the batch entry for the suppliers, like this is the supplier bill batch. So first we'll discuss on the subcontractor bill. So here we have a CIS integration. So in case we're looking to generate any CIS invoices for CIS 300 monthly filing, then we can do so within the bookkeeping, and these invoices will also show in the CIS module and vice versa. Now supplier batch entry is there. So there's a batch entry where we can post 4 5 invoices in a single go. Then suppliers we can add, we can import them in bulk, we can do the subcontractor bill batch, so the batch entry for the subcontractors. Then we can do a debit note as well. So let's say there is any purchase written, then we can create a supplier credit note, or what we say is a debit note here. And VAT only bill is something which means that you are recording the input VAT and not an actual invoice, so you can do it through the VAT only bill. Then view options. So here we have the supplier list. So here you can check how the suppliers would look like. All the suppliers that you've created or imported will get listed under the supplier list. Use of home as office. So here you can record the use of home as office in case any of the employees or director is working from home and the expenses incurred. Then expense reimbursement. So under expense reimbursement, any expenses incurred on the director's behalf can be recorded here, and they can be reimbursed for any such payments. made on the company's behalf, or the mileage claims and all, that comes under the expense reimbursement. Then it shows you processed and unprocessed receipts. So processed receipts means any receipts which are scanned and once are processed by us here on this section goes into the processed receipts. And any receipts which are scanned and uploaded by the clients through the mobile app, and they can also be uploaded through the web application, takes 24 hours. And after that, the OCR, like within those 24 hours, the OCR technology, it works. And then you can add that particular receipt as an expense bill based on the on that receipt, whatever you have scanned, and I mean the clients have scanned, and all the data is captured and populated by the app on the purchase bill. So it's a Waitrose receipt we can see, which is not a correct way to take a picture of. None of the contents are readable, so the OCR will not work here. But I will show you another one. So as we can see, this particular image, it's clearly visible. Everything on the screen we can see. So all the data is clearly visible. And then what we can do, we can click on this plus icon. As we click on plus icon, we can add the receipt. And here we have all the details of that. And we just have to enter a date. Let's say we are checking this, and we enter amount here and click on search. So we have to first search for an existing purchase bill. If not, we have to just click on add new receipt manually. And as we click on add new receipt manually, then we can see on the screen all the data is populated. So here you can see the description is there, and the same description is updated in this invoice as well. Whatever is there, the same data is updated here as well. And we also have this invoice number. As you can see, the same invoice number is updated, and the date as well, that is 22nd of July. So all the data is well captured by our own mobile app, and we have to just click on save. And then once we save this, we can proceed further with the next one. Now we'll move to the banking, and under the banking, the bank dashboard will show all the reconcile transactions, and you can also switch between different banks. Here you can create the bank account, set up bank feeds, and reconcile the bank transactions. So the very first step here would be to click on this new, and here you can first create a bank account where you have to select the bank name and provide the account name, account type, account number, and sort code. All that you have to do. Here you have to populate all the data, and after that you can click on set up new bank feed. And as you click on the set up new bank feed, you can set up a bank feed, and all the data will be populated directly into the bank account. So you can also select the currency and status and all that, and you can set that as your main bank account. And once you set up the bank feed, then in the bank feed it is set up for the 90 days, and the transactions will flow through automatically. You can also post the transactions manually and can also import the bank statement in CSV format. Now once all the transactions are updated, then you can reconcile them under unreconciled transactions. So we'll click on unreconciled transactions, and this label here, we can see all these transactions are coming from the bank account. Now to match and reconcile the transactions, there are a few ways. Now the first one is run the rules. So we have to just select all the transaction, click on run rules. First we have to set up the rules, and once we set up the rules based on the description provided, we can then run the rules. And after that, all the nominals will be mapped automatically, so it will be reconciled, and all this can be done quickly with the help of the rules. Now green tick we get, so software will also give you a suggestion if the transaction matches an existing invoice. So here we have a £50 receipt. So if we click on this tick mark, then we can quickly match it with the existing invoice. So there's an invoice for AB traders, which we have quickly mapped because software has given the suggestion and this was the correct suggestion software was giving to us. So this is very quick and we can do the reconciliation. We have to just click on reconcile. Now, apart from this, we can do a bulk explanation as well. So in that case, what we have to do, we have to select the transactions, click on bulk, and then allocate the nominal code from here. And the another one is we can do the allocate VAT rate, where we can also allocate the VAT rate. And apart from this, let's say we have received the invoice, so this payment, so against this invoice, invoice of the customer. So we will find and match to a particular customer or supplier as I did there, and then we can allocate the transaction to an existing bill. So it can be any bill. We can search for that bill and we can select that. As we select, we can see that it is showing us that it's a partial reconciliation because the selected invoice is £600 and we have just allocated £40 there. So still £560 is outstanding. So it's a partial reconciliation on that invoice. So these are the few ways through which we can complete the bank reconciliation. And once the reconciliation is done, then the invoices are marked as paid. You can allocate this to the expenses and other nominals directly from here. Now let's move to the Nomi Pay. Now Nomi Pay is a very good feature which helps you streamline the invoicing, and you can streamline your customer account management and debt collection process with ease. You can create and send invoices, establish automated due date notifications, payment reminders, and also you can incorporate a seamless pay now button into your sales invoices. Now, with these features, you'll free up valuable time and energy to focus on what truly matters in your business. We have also now introduced a direct debit, as you can see. So this direct debit, uh, if you enable that in the Nomi Pay, then along with accepting payments through debit card or credit card, Apple Pay and Google Pay, now you can set this up as a recurring payment and you can get the payment directly from the bank account of the customer. Once the payment is made through Pay Now or direct debit, then the invoices are marked as paid and all the money is collected under Nomi Pay. You can later transfer the amount to a bank, and this process is automated. You don't have to chase your clients any longer for any payments. So it's a very good feature, and this really helps you in collecting the payments automatically. Then we have the VAT return. So in the VAT return, we can like file the MTD VAT returns directly from Nomi. It captures all the transactions related to a particular period. So we have to just click on like first period we have to create, and after that the consecutive periods are created by the software. And as I click on edit, we will be able to see all the transactions which are related to that particular period. So here we can check the VAT input or the output, this input VAT or the output VAT, and it then shows the liability to be paid or refund to be claimed. Yeah, and you can also view the VAT backup report, VAT transaction report, and also all the figures. Once we click on save and continue, then under those 9 box values, you can check the figures. So here we have the VAT payable, VAT output, VAT input, all that. And we can switch between these transactions. Right now, I'll click on save and continue, and it takes us to the another screen where we have the VAT return. So it shows the liability to be paid and all the box values are there. We can view this transaction report, VAT return report, and we can click on file electronically to file this to the HMRC. And as soon as it is filed successfully, email is triggered to the customer that so and so is the payment liability. So this is how we can make the submission. Now we'll move to the advisor tools. Now, under advisor tools, you can set up the journals, recurring journals, do the bank reconciliation, create bank rules, and clear the suspense if any. You can import the trial balance if you're doing bookkeeping in a different bookkeeping package. You can import the trial balance through the CSV file using the sample CSV, or else you are doing, or your clients are doing the bookkeeping in Xero and QuickBooks, then you can also fetch the information directly into the software. And now you can record the dividends. So if you record the dividends and create the dividend vouchers, then you can link these dividend vouchers into the self-assessment module in case you're doing the SA100 for any of the directors. And you can also record and generate capital distribution, financial reports, reference letters, query sheets, and also allocate the invoices to various departments or jobs. And then you can run a report based on that. Now we'll move to the reporting section. And apart from this, we also have the nominal codes, the chart of accounts, where you can add the nominal codes if you want to. So as we move into the reports, we have all sort of reports like financial reports, director related reports, audit report, debtor and creditor report, credit notes report, and the payroll related report, but we will see it under the payroll module. So here we have the profit and loss report. We can compare it with the previous period, click on update, and we'll see the figures for both the periods here. Then we have the another one, which is the balance sheet. So we can again compare the balance sheet with the previous period, and we'll see figures related to the balance sheet. So we have a comparative report again, and then we have this trial balance. So we can also compare the trial balance with the previous period. So this is a comparative trial balance. So all these reports we can check. We can click on any of the name. If I click on staff training, it will take me to the nominal ledger report. There's a nominal ledger report as well. So it will take us there. And apart from that, we have a very good report called transaction report. If I click on transaction report, then here we can see all the transactions that are recorded by the different users or the different team members, we can say. So what sort of transaction it is, when it was recorded, what is the nominal account name, description, what is the source, each and every detail you can find on the screen. Now from the bookkeeping, you can also navigate to the payroll, final accounts, self-assessment, CIS, all these records of this particular client of yours. And self-assessment is basically the director's records will show up whose dividend is linked with their record. And then we have this document section. So under documents, like it's a very useful feature that helps your clients to share the documents within the bookkeeping module. You can also create the folders and share the documents with them. And finally, the settings is there. So under settings, uh, this will always be your first step. Whenever you start the bookkeeping module, you can make up all the required changes related to the general information of the client, update VAT related data, set up accounting periods, make changes in sales invoices, and create nominal codes. Whatever you want, you can do under the settings. Once everything is set up correctly, you can start recording the information in the bookkeeping module. Overall, the way Nomi Bookkeeping is designed, you can manage the full end-to-end record keeping of the client's business and maintain great quality of books, as it's quite easy to understand and manage. As the saying goes, there's no time like the present. If you want to streamline your accounting processes and stay ahead of the curve, Nomi is the solution you've been searching for. Don't miss out on the opportunity to experience the future of accounting today. Register now for a free trial and discover how Nomi can help your business thrive. Get started now and see the difference for yourselves.